The movie Kashmir Files has brought into focus a forgotten history. As they often say, if you forget your history, you're condemned to repeat it. And definitely this movie has not just brought in new records of the box office collections, but also woken up the slumbering Hindus who to a large extent have been sitting like a cat on the wall, not deciding to know which direction to go. Suddenly we're seeing a huge surge in nationalism. And I have with me Ayush ji at the Keshav Nilayam here in Barkatpura, Bhagyanagar, to speak about this particular aspect as to whether there's a cultural, political, historical reawakening with these kind of movies.
I think mass media has a very important role to play. Unfortunately, post-independence, this entire mass media network was, I won't say anti-national, but they did not have the national interest in mind. And therefore, whoever wanted to speak the truth, his voice was either scuttled, or he would feel that even if I speak this or I make a movie on this, probably it will not see the light of the day. What is very important and brave about this movie that has come out is they have done an extensive research about 4 years and gone across the world to take first-hand interviews. So that in a way, it dismisses any element of doubt or anybody, especially the communist groups which keep asking questions only. They have no answers as such. So that first shuts them off. Secondly, the fact that so many people have seen the movie, they are shocked not just because of the amount of violence that the Kashmiri Hindu families have gone through, but also because they were not aware of what happened. Even people who are in their 40s, 50s, they are saying that we didn't know this was happening in the country. So which speaks a great deal about what the role the media played, the government played during that point of time. So definitely this movie has a huge role to play in the mass awakening of people, and the result that we are seeing is also because of the awakening that has happened in the last few years. At least the last 10-15 years, the country has seen a huge mass awakening, which we can see in the Ram Janmabhoomi movement also. So many things that have happened in the last few years, which shows that the people have awakened and the people are ensuring that the right kind of movies, the right kind of decisions happen by the government.
One of the proud things which one of our previous education minister had said a couple of years ago, the Union Education Minister, that we didn't change a single comma or a full stop in our history books. Our history books are the problem. They have been written by the leftist, the Romila Thapas and the Irfan Habibs of the world. We are told Akbar is great, but not Rana Pratap or the Kakatiyas or the Cholas down south. There are hundreds of Indian kings and queens who have fought the British valiantly, but their names are nowhere to be seen. Rani Abba of Ulal is one such example. What I want to ask Mr. Ayush ji is it time to correct our history books now?
Actually, it's high time. It's not time to correct the history books. It's high time. Unfortunately, I think the teams that were supposed to have been put in, the rewriting or let's say the correct presentation of history, the reference books that were required to have brought this whole thing, it's a parallel exercise that needs to go through. Secondly, there are different organizations which are working for this, the Shiksha Bachao Andolan, which is the Vidya Bharati. They have been working on this for a long time now, and they have given their representations also to the government. We are hoping that with the national education policy that is coming up now, things will move in the right direction.
With video journalist Teja, this is Suresh Kochattil here for Bharat Today.